Hello and welcome to Pell's Gym for today's Northeast Conference matchup between the Southern Connecticut Owls and the Adelphi University Panthers. Coming into this game, Southern on a bit of a losing skid. They've lost 0-3 in their last two games and they haven't won a single set in those games. But looking to turn it around, the Owls are 8-2, defending their home gym in the Pell's Gym. A couple of big storylines today for Southern, as no Barbaro, no Jones, and Sarah Enright does not crack the starting lineup today. As the starting lineup features a lot of new faces. Serve coming from the Panthers. It's fielded by the libero Villena. James sends a pass over to Michelle. Michelle with the spike. It's fielded by the Panthers. Miller to Villena. To Michelle. Pfizer. Serve coming to James. It's to Pascal. Pascal up to Weber. Fielded by... Sliding is Villena, and Pascal sends that one back over. Fielded by the Panthers, sent up into the air by Pfizer. Spike coming over the top of the line. Diving to make that play is Pascal and Villena with a spike coming from Chris and Michelle. Gains the Owls the first point. Limited role today, and Jones out. That's two of their big key pieces on offense. It's Pfizer keeping up in the air. Spike coming. Fielded by Villena. Pascal ranges over to get it. Spike coming from Chris and Michelle. It's fielded by the libero. Set. And a spike coming. Blocked the line. Here early as it's Ahuna James looking to continue the run. James sends it over. It's fielded by the Panthers. Set up in the air by Pfizer. Spike coming over the line. Fielded by Carissa Michelle. Villena keeps it alive. Spike coming from Pascal. It's fielded by the libero. Pfizer. Spike coming. It's blocked. The libero ranges over to get it. Another block. But the Panthers are feasting on those blocks as they send one out now. That serve, she delivers. It's fielded by the libero with Villena. Set up in the air by Miller. Spike coming from Pascal. As back to the service line for the Panthers is Anna Oden as she sent the serve over. Set in the air by Miller. Spike coming from Chris Michelle. It's fielded by the Panthers. Villena first hands on it. Set. Spike coming from Stark. It's fielded by Pfizer. Set up in the air. Spike coming. Blocked at the line by the Owls. Another spike. Fielded by Pascal. Up in the air from Miller. Spike coming from Chris Michelle. Off the hands of the Panthers. Hits the ground. And delivers the serve. Villena first hands on it. Miller passes it up for Pascal. Pascal sends it into the libero as the Panthers keep it alive. Spike coming. It's Michelle digging that one up. Pass from Miller over to Pascal. Pascal off the top. Sends Aubrey Villena back to the service line. Sophomore libero out of San Diego, California gets set and delivers. It's off of Yonker. And the Panthers can't handle that one. Aubrey Villena gaining the Owls of points now 15-18. A lot on Villena's shoulders today as Sarah Enright has not checked into the game yet. And no Taylor Jones today. So Aubrey Villena having to step up as one of the leaders of this team as it's a service ace. Aubrey Villena with the score herself, 16-18. The Owls are flying back into this matchup. As here is Villena once again. She sends the serve up and over the net, fielded by the libero Yonker. Set up in the air and Spike coming and delivers the serve. It's James to Miller, passing it over to Stark. Stark with that little tapper over the net, fielded by the Panthers. Set and Spike coming. It's James on the layout. Miller gets it, and it's over to Pascal. Laying out also are the Panthers as Stark reaches up to get that one and puts it over the net herself. Pass coming over to the side as it's up by the Panthers. Villena ranging over. Miller passing over to Michelle. Carissa Michelle off the front line and out. Carissa Michelle, he sends the serve over. It's fielded by Villena. Miller ranges over, passes that one over the net herself. This is fielded by Adelphi, ranging over to make that play is Ahuna James. And Southern gaining the point. Serve coming. Fielded by Yonker. Yonker keeps it alive. Set up in the air by Pfizer. Spike coming off top line. It's Villena punching that one into the air. Miller keeps it. Spike coming from Ahuna James. Grazes the back line. Sends the serve over. It's a short one. Fielding that one is Michelle. Pass over from Miller to Pascal. It's the libero getting over there, ranging over to make that play is Nowak as the Panthers keep it up. It's Stark. Passes to Miller. Miller passing to Pascal. A little punch over the front. As here comes Yonker. Yonker pass coming over. Diving is Aubrey Villena to keep that one alive. It's Miller. Back to Villena. Sends the bump over. Nowak. Pass and a tapper coming over the front line and delivers the serve. First hands on it is James. It's Miller passing it, but reaching over to make that play are the Panthers. It's James. Michelle, fielded by Volstead. Yonker keeping that one alive. Spike coming from the Panthers is fielded by James. James Miller with the pass to Pascal. It's off the Panthers, ranging over to make the play in front of the scorer's table. As that pass is too close to the net, Michelle gets set and delivers. Diving to make that play is Meehan. Yonker keeps it alive, and a spike coming from Nowak. As Lily Miller making an acrobatic play at the front of that. Spike coming. Michelle keeps that one up. Sends the serve over. Michelle. Villena reaching over in front of the scorer's table. And it's James getting it alive. Set and spike coming. Blocked at the line. The line as Weber comes out for the libero. Aubrey Villena. Villena, the libero out of San Diego, California, the sophomore, standing at 5'1". As Villena gets set and delivers. It's fielded by the Panthers. They look discombobulated. Yonker tries to send that one over the net, but can't. Villena's serve is too much for the Panthers. It's now 15-12 as Aubrey Villena back at the line. Once again, Villena gets set and delivers another serve. It's fielded by the Panthers. It's Nowak, first hands on it. Pfizer keeps it up, spike coming. It's Villena, first hands for the Owls. Miller passes it back. Ahuna James off the top of the net, fielded by Yonker. Set and spike coming, blocked at the line again. It's Stark and Pascal. That front line proving integral for the Owls. As Sarah Stark and Victoria Pascal making a play. As the Owls now lead by 4, it's Aubrey Villena sends this one over. Fielded by Nowak. Sliding over to make that play is Pfizer. No one there to help her out. Point goes to the Southern Owls. It's 17-12. Timeout on the floor. Set and delivers. Fielded by Villena. Ranging back is Miller, who passes it to Carissa Michelle. Fielded by Volstead. It's Yonker. Yonker keeps it up and passes it over to the side. It's off the top of the net. Pascal. Set and delivers. Fielded by the Panthers is Harris. Set and spike coming. It's off the hands of Michelle. Villena dives to keep it alive, and Michelle sends a set over. Fielded by Harris. Kept up in the air, and spike coming over the top of the net. Stark fields it. Villena passing that one over to James. James. Spike over the top. It's fielded by Yonker. Set in the air. Spike coming. Pascal, another dive. Miller dives it over to Ahuna James. Multiple times. The 5'5 libero sends it over. Villena, Miller passing to Stark. Sarah Stark sends it over. Ranging over to make that play is Harris. Impressive layout. Kept up and over the line. It's Villena. Miller, Stark off the hands. Fielded by the Panthers. Set. Spike coming. Off the top of the net. Pascal lays out for it. Miller passes that one over to James. James sends it over. It's fielded by Harris. This is a long rally. Spike coming. Out of bounds. Aubrey Villena back at the line. Sophomore out of San Diego, California, the libero gets set and delivers. Fielded by Adelphi, set up in the air, spike coming. Too much on it, Owls let it go. 3-2 as Villena is back once again. She sends the serve over. Ranging over are the Panthers, spike coming, it's Villena, first hands on it. Miller passes it up to Stark. Off the front line, diving to make the play to the Panthers, but they can't get there. It's Aubrey Villena back at the line once again. She sends the serve over. It's fielded by the Panthers. Set up in the air. Spike coming. James on it. Miller passes that one up to Michelle. Michelle tries to get it over the front line, but they block it. But it's out of bounds. Point goes to Southern. 5-2 as the Owls are rolling. Substitution on the floor as Harris coming back into the game. Trying to provide some help in the backfield. Serve coming from Villena. Diving to make that play are the Panthers. Set and spike coming. James dives, try to make a play. Game hasn't started yet according to our live stats, but as Yonker sends that one over, it's Miller passing that one over to Sarah Stark. It's fielded by Harris. Set and spike coming. Villena slides to make the play. Miller passes that one over the front of the net. It's fielded by the Panthers after a bit of discombobulation. Sarah Enright, welcome back again. Serve coming. Villena, first hands on it. Enright passes that one up to James. James with the spike. Fielded by the libero. Set and spike coming. It's Villena getting on that one. Miller passing. Michelle getting as Enright called for that, but Michelle took it. Spike coming. Into the net. Point goes to Southern. Volstead sends the serve over. It's fielded by Villena. Set up in the air by Miller. Spike coming from Chris Michelle. It's fielded by Volstead. Diving to make the plays. Yonker. And the Panthers send it back over. Miller passing towards James. James sends that one. Serve coming. Fielded by Villena. Miller passing that one over to Carissa Michelle. It's off the hands. Carissa Michelle sends a serve over. Fielded by Harris. Set and spike coming at the line. It's Villena taking the pain. Miller to Enright. Diving to make that play is Harris. She can't get to it. Owls take the lead 20-19. Serve coming from Nowak. Villena. Miller passing it to Enright. Sarah Enright